Hi there, this is garyryanblair, and today you're in for a real treat as we're going to talk about why you need to become a super spreader. You know, the future belongs to the super spreaders. It belongs to those who focus on the bright side of life. The ones who spread valuable ideas, good cheer, inspiration, love, and hope for the future. It belongs to those who wake people up, those who empower others to initiate change, and who, through their actions, make the world a much better place. Now, if that idea speaks to you, I want you to devour every word that follows and set your sights on becoming a super spreader. So here's how you do it. You become a super spreader of hope. See, hope is the attitude of champions. It's the fuel of optimism, the enemy of despair, and it is, without a doubt, the creator of the future. It is the belief that regardless of what is taking place in our lives at this very moment, that our future will contain desirable outcomes. That's why you want to spread hope far and wide. Another super spreader idea is to be a super spreader of courage. Of all the known virtues, bravery and courage is the staircase upon which all virtues step. And without bravery and courage, all other virtues become vices. Bravery and courage are universally admired traits, and every culture, every religion, philosophy, and school of thought is dependent upon their implementation, and subsequently, it breaks down without them. Courage, without a doubt, is an idea worth spreading. I want you to become a super spreader of self-reliance. Self-reliance is a virtue in need of serious cultivation for one primary reason. It's all about freedom from the control and influence of outside parties. It's a simple concept that encourages each one of us to take responsibility for our own needs, to include physical, emotional, spiritual, social, and economic. You want to become a super spreader of higher standards. See, upgrading your standards means raising your expectations and demanding more from yourself and from those around you. That means purging high-maintenance people and situations from your life, as well as having a zero-tolerance policy for mediocrity, for procrastination, and any behavior that robs you of potential and increased performance. You want to become a super spreader of truth and transparency. See, success demands that you have an honest, open relationship with yourself and others. Therefore, refuse to make excuses, as they're nothing more than lame attempts to corrupt and to submerge the truth. Their aim is to prevent truth from exposing sin or revealing one's true behavior. And that is why you can't deny truth in any way, shape, or form. And just think about it. Just because you change the label on a bottle of arsenic does not mean that it's any less dangerous. In fact, it amplifies it. It actually makes it worse. You also want to become a super spreader of simplicity. See, simplicity by its mention alone creates a sense of relief and freedom in this increasingly complex world. And it's reason enough as to why it must become your primary strategy for taking complete control of your environment, your peace of mind, and most importantly, your quality of life. You also want to become a super spreader of resilience. See, when you're hit with life-disrupting events, you'll never be the same again. You either cope or crumble, you become better or bitter, you emerge stronger or weaker. Possessing a resilient mindset does not imply that you're free from stress, from pressure and conflict, but rather that you can successfully cope with problems as they arise. Another thing to consider is becoming a super spreader of beauty, of elegance, and of grace. The wonderful thing about life is that there'll never be a day which will not allow you to become a super spreader of beauty, elegance, grace, dignity, anything that is pure and absolutely helpful. Each day will present you with an abundance of opportunities to think about kindness, about contribution, generosity, gratitude, benevolence, and of course, love. You also want to become a super spreader of excellence, as superior performance is not, it never has been, nor will it ever be the byproduct of ordinary efforts. That's why you want to spread the idea that for anyone to remain competitive and to win in the changing dynamics of life, that it's in their best interest to learn what it takes to become great, to make everything count, and to exceed expectations at all times. And you also want to become a super spreader of freedom. You want to spread the message of freedom because it's never more than one generation away from extinction. Freedom must be fought for, protected, and handed on to future generations to do exactly the same. See, in the end, the true test and measurement of a free society, and for your life for that matter, is the ability to inspire and to produce future leaders of ability, of vision, moral character, and who understand the importance of protecting and expanding the very principle of freedom. Now I'm going to close with one final super duper super spreader idea, and that is to spread the message of self-care and self-love. See, how we treat ourselves, how we love ourselves, models for others how to treat us. Therefore, act like you love yourself. Eat like you love yourself. Think like you love yourself. Speak like you love yourself. Exercise like you love yourself. Work like you love yourself. Do every single thing you do with love. I want you to be your own Valentine. Be the sunshine of your own life. It is, without a doubt, the greatest gift you can give yourself, and loving yourself is the best example that you can model and spread to others. And that is a very good thing.